it's been a while since I spoke about my medical experiences. I've become so passionate about the coping aspect of all kinds of challenges, not just chronic illness. But I do want to talk about the different types of anesthesia that I've been under and what my experiences have been, because I realized that I think I've experienced all types of anesthesia. Regional anesthesia, twilight sedation, deep sedation, and general anesthesia. So I'll start bottom up. So my experience with regional anesthesia, which is where they numb like a region in your body. So that could be like an epidural or a spinal. In my experience, it was a spinal. I had it done twice for both of my C-sections. And my experience was pretty much similar for both of my surgeries. Basically, they injected the spinal into my spine, which was quite painful. While they were doing it, I basically just hugged my doctor. She kept me still while the anesthesiologist did whatever he needed to in the back. And then they laid me down, and once I was laying, they put a drape up around here, which is basically from where I was numb, from here down, basically I was numb. And I was able to feel pulling and tugging, but nothing hurt. Actually, with my second C-section, it did hurt a little bit, but nothing compared to obviously what I would have felt without it. So it numbed it really, really well. The weird thing about this was that from anything below the curtain, below the drape, felt like it was on the other side of the room. Now, let's say I touch myself here, it's right here, right? But when I was under the regional anesthesia, while I was numb, no, it felt like they were working on the other side of the room on half of my body. It was, I can't explain it. It was just the weirdest feeling. The second level of anesthesia that I've experienced is twilight sedation. I had that done once, and I'm actually going to be having it again when I have my port replacement surgery. Twilight sedation is a weird experience. I was very nervous for it because they told me I'll be in and out, half awake basically, just very loopy. So I was very nervous about what that would feel like. But honestly, it was great. It just felt like a good nap, just like a regular nap. I heard things, they called my name. I had a little hard time responding, but I was able to respond. I knew they were doing stuff, but honestly, I think the procedure took 30 minutes, I'm guessing. It felt like 5 minutes. It did not feel long at all. So it was just honestly a very pleasant experience, and I'm looking forward to having it done again. It's nothing crazy. The next level of anesthesia that I've experienced is the deep sedation, also called MAC. I think twilight might also be called MAC. MAC stands for Monitored Anesthesia Care. The deep sedation I've had countless times. I can't even count that many, probably at least 20 times. I've had it done mostly for colonoscopies, but also for some of my surgeries. Love it. I love it. Before I had it the first time, my doctor explained to me that some people say it's the best nap they've ever had, and I literally can't unhear that. Anytime I know I'm going to be undergoing deep sedation, I'm literally excited for the nap. The way it feels is that, so when it's propofol that they give. If they don't put in lidocaine first, it burns going in. So usually I ask them to put lidocaine first. Actually, last time I had it was through my port, so it did not burn. But anyway, they put it in, and I could slowly feel myself drifting off to sleep. And then the next thing I know, I'm awake. And it just always feels so good. It's just always the best nap. When I wake up, it feels like no time has passed. It's a very weird experience, but at this point, I'm very used to it. So, like I said, I just love it. And then it takes me a day or two to recover, usually, depending how long the procedure was too. The next level of anesthesia that I've experienced is general anesthesia, which is the highest level of anesthesia, which basically means that they fully knock you out unconscious. They paralyze you, and you're literally totally unconscious, and they put a breathing tube down because you can't breathe on your own when you're under general anesthesia. So I would say overall it was pretty similar to deep sedation. Waking up didn't feel any different. Falling asleep was different. They gave me something before they gave me the general anesthesia, which made me forget, so I don't remember falling asleep. When I woke up, it pretty much felt the same, maybe a little deeper. But then after a while, my throat started burning a lot. Like I felt like I had strep throat. It really, really hurt a lot, and that was from the breathing tube. It irritated my throat. But otherwise, I would have to say it's really similar to deep sedation. No difference at all, in my experience. I personally am very passionate about anesthesia. I love watching videos. I love understanding how it works, what they do while I'm asleep. It just fascinates me. So I hope that this interested somebody out there by hearing my experience with all different types of anesthesia. If you have any further questions, you want to know a little bit more about my experience in any which way, let me know, reach out.